What a great day. Spyro's gonna be at Gamescom next week, and we get our hands on it in about a month!
No! No! Please, no! 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 No!
What's up, guys? Canadian Guy A here, and, well, I wish that this was the most clickbaity video ever, but sadly, it's not. Last night at around midnight my time, a post on Activision's blog by Paul Yan, co-studio head of Toys for Bob, announced the news. Everyone here at Toys for Bob is so proud to be reigniting the original Spyro trilogy after all these years. We're deeply committed to getting these games right, so we've decided to move the release date of Spyro Reignited Trilogy to November 13th, 2018. I really hoped that you would be rescuing dragons and scorching Rhinox sooner, but the trilogy needs more love and care. In November, when you're exploring the Dragon Realms, Avalar, and the Forgotten Worlds, we know you'll agree the extra time was worth the wait. The adventure continues. Paul Yan, co-studio head of Toys for Bob. I honestly did not know how to feel when I first heard this. Initially, there was a rumor over on a random French website talking about this, and I shot it down thinking it was wrong. Turns out, I was the one who was wrong. They are delaying the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Now, am I sad? Yes. But I am also relieved and not angry in the slightest. See, the numbness I am feeling is that Activision, was approached by the heads of Toys for Bob, asked for 2 more months to get the game done, a month before it was due to release. During the week, it was supposed to go gold and ship across the world, and Activision said yes. This speaks mountains towards Activision, and I would not have seen this coming in a million years. Activision seems to believe in the fans and Spyro himself to allow an additional 2 months of development, which costs quite a bit of money. 2 more additional months for an entire studio's payroll. Now, we know the article said that they wanted to push the game back due to polish, but I also think that there were other factors involved as well. As the internet knows, the download fiasco was all over the place, people screaming and losing their minds. This may have been another factor attributing to the delay. They may want to put more on the disc so that they are not rushing through the weeks of the game going gold to get it done. There will likely still be a day 1 update like most games that come out nowadays, but will still likely be all 3 games playable on the disc. Don't take this as fact, however, just my personal prediction. But now, to the date it's been pushed to, November 13th. Why then? Well, I think they had no choice but to release in November. See, I honestly think that Spyro likely only needed a month to finalize the game, but October is a month that most game companies this year are steering clear of. Why? Because of Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, people are going to say, but it's an entirely different demographic, but it does not matter. You want to steer clear of Rockstar's games at all costs. According to GameIndustry.biz and Forbes.com, Grand Theft Auto 5 has 90 million sales, totaling at $6 billion, with a B, billion, making the game the most profitable piece of entertainment of all time, including with inflation. That includes films, books, music, and movies. So when that same company is releasing a sequel to a game that won Game of the Year in almost all major publishings in the year it came out, yeah, you're going to want to avoid that game at all costs. Activision also has Call of Duty coming out earlier in the month as well, and they don't want their own IP killing another one's sales. Also, the month it was releasing had Spider-Man and Tomb Raider. Now, I think Spyro could have competed with Tomb Raider, but Spider-Man? Sheesh, that's a hard one. The hype for Spider-Man has been huge and could make Sony an insane amount of money in terms of systems sold and copies of the game. So now, in the slot that Spyro is now in, it has to compete with Pokemon Let's Go and Fallout 76. Now, Spyro comes out before both of these titles, but still, you don't want to compete with Bethesda or Nintendo with Pokemon. So why this month? Well, in December, Nintendo is dropping their crown jewel for all games, and that is Super Smash Bros. And I don't think I need to get into why Spyro should not compete with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So Activision had no choice but to place it in November for it to be out of the way of Red Dead Redemption 2, but also in front of Pokemon and Fallout. With it being in November, it also puts Spyro in the holiday season, so it may sell more copies because of that. I want this game out just like everyone else in the Spyro fandom, but Toys for Bob has somehow did something that I thought was impossible: convince Activision that the game needed more time. I have exchanged with Paul Yan personally, and from what I got from the brief exchange, he is incredibly kind and passionate about this game, like the rest of us. The fact that he and the rest of the heads of Toys for Bob had convinced Activision for more time speaks mountains on both parties. I can't tell you guys enough how convincing and how amazing that is. But the game needed more polish, and the fact that this delay is happening shows that Toys for Bob and Activision wants the best product for us. They are willing to take a monetary hit to make sure that the game is perfect for its fans, and I will forever respect Toys for Bob making that decision. Here is the 2 more months of hype, and I will be with you guys through every step of the way. As quite possibly the most famous game creator of all time, Mr. Miyamoto, the creator of Mario, has famously said, "A delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad." Thanks so much for watching. Cue the extra.